Stepney the Bluebell engine was enjoying his time on the Fat Controller's railway, but he soon got bored of staying in place. The two controllers agreed that Stepney could venture out beyond yard limits.
Henry is taking a very heavy load and I want Edward to help him. Please go and help on the branch line until he returns this afternoon.
Stepney was most pleased and set off at once. His first train was a passenger service. Stepney enjoyed this slower run and met several engines on his way. Stanley was most eager to meet him.
Hello, you must be Stepney.
James told me you're very brave, Stanley said brightly.
Oh, thank you,
Stepney beamed.
Are you the yard hunter?
Yes, but I'm allowed to go out and do other jobs along the ranch line. The Fat Controller is letting me deal with the goods services while Edward is away. I don't think he wants you to rough up your beautiful paint. Stepney chuckled at this flattery. Well, I do like to get my wheels dirty. Hopefully later. And Stanley shuffled away happily. Stepney shuttled up and down the branch line all day. Around 3, Edward returned from his special assignment and Stepney headed back to the big station, light engine. When he got there, the Fat Controller was waiting on the platform.
Thank you for your assistance, Stepney. I was wondering if you would help Duck shunt some trucks down at the harbor. It's a very heavy workload day today. Trucks? Oh yes, sir. I miss them very much.
Stepney and Duck worked well together. Stepney hadn't worked with trucks in a long time, but had a lot of fun. Duck enjoyed the help and the company. Finally, as dusk fell, Duck and Stepney brought the coaches for the big engines to the station. Soon they heard a peep peep, and Thomas came in to collect Annie and Clarabelle. You must be Stepney, Thomas observed. I've heard about you. And I've heard about you, Stepney said, smiling. Yes, well, I am a very famous engine, Thomas said conceitedly. I run a branch line all to myself. I have my own line too, except other engines run it with me. I've got Adams, and Captain Bassett, and Cromford, and Bluebell, and Primrose. Well, I don't need that many engines to help me, Thomas sniffed. I can handle the work all by myself if I wanted. Oh, I'm sure of it, Duck laughed. But for now, just get a move on. You'll be late, Thomas. So, Thomas left the station, just as Gordon and Edward arrived for their evening trains. Thomas had just disappeared into the tunnel when there was a commotion at the station.
Stop all trains!
Hello? Any wonder what's up? Further down the track where the harbor line meets up with Thomas's branch, the signalman got a call. A special, is it? He quizzed. Ah, I see. I'll deal with the branch line service. It's the only one on the line at the moment. When Thomas arrived, he was diverted onto a siding. The signalman came down to speak with the driver. He soon explained. Shunted, Thomas squawked, on my own branch line too. It's a disgrace. Never mind, Thomas. I can hear this special coming now, soothed his driver. An unfamiliar whistle rang out. With express lamps swaying, Stepney bustled through. Well, said Thomas as Stepney was swallowed by the darkness, bust my boiler. Stepney spent the night with the branch line engines. Thomas went to sleep in a huff. Next morning, Stepney explained everything to Thomas. I was a special, you see. A very important passenger arrived just after you left. He said he must get home and ordered a special. Duck let me take it. It was fun, but I didn't know where I was going. Ah, well, when you know the road like I do, it's almost like you can see in the dark, said Thomas. Exactly, agreed Stepney. You're such an expert. This line is lucky to have an engine like you. Thomas was flattered. Toby and Percy chuckled quietly.